Hey guys, Todd from Great Escape Farms here. I scored a big one yesterday. I was looking on Craigslist for IBC totes and I found these guys, two of them here. They are 1,550 gallon water tanks, and actually I think you can see it right up here. It says 1,550 on it. And each one of these things goes for $800 each at Tractor Supply. I found them on Craigslist, $250 each, or both of them for $450. So obviously I scarfed them up, and you can see right back here that it barely fits on my trailer. I need to strap them up a little better to get them out to West Virginia. So I'm gonna go to what the hell's the name of the place, Harbor Freight, and I'm gonna get some additional straps so that I can wrap around. I'll do two straps around to the tailgate, and then I'll have the big strap going across here holding it on there as well. And I'll have to transport these out one at a time, but this will take my water harvesting capability from 1,200 gallons up to, let's see, this will be 3,100 plus, so I'll be at 4,300 gallons because I'm going to keep the 1,200 and I'll just add these in. So that should be awesome for going forward. Hopefully I won't run out of water again next year like I did this year. And we're in the middle of a drought. I am out of water. I can get some out of the well, but not all that I need. And my water harvesting system is out, so this will hopefully alleviate those issues. So, okay guys, so this is my harvest from out at the farm here, just so you get a look at that. And what I have is berries from red Malabar spinach. I'm gonna see if I can get some seeds off of those. I don't think that berries are edible, but I'll check on that. Here's some leaves from the red Malabar spinach. So I'm getting ready for my 3-hour commute, so I have those on ice to keep them good. So I'll keep them in the cooler here. And then I have several bags of tomatoes here. Let's see, one bag I'm gonna leave here for my stepfather. I'm sorry, my father-in-law, and he will take the tomatoes into the hospital where he volunteers and give those out. I'll take a bag into my work and give them out, and the rest are going to go to the salsa that I'll be making up, and you'll see a video on that coming later this week. I have quite a few small pickle type cucumbers here. Hopefully they are still good. Some of them are a little overripe, so I'll see if I have enough to make pickles out of. I'm taking my first butternut squash here, and it's not quite totally ripe, but with butternut it doesn't matter too much, and I'm going to be eating it right away, so I'm not worried about it being the exact perfect ripeness to stay for later. The peppers here will all go into the salsa, and this watermelon here I picked before it was ready. Let me give you an idea here. So that is a size 10 shoe, and it is way bigger than my shoe. So this thing is just huge. And I picked it early. I'm hoping that it's edible. I'm sure at least some of it will be edible. But I have more than a dozen more of these things coming along. And if they all get ripe at exactly the same time, I can't eat that many. So I'm going to try to start working with some of the bigger ones now and see if I can munch on those. So lots and lots of produce here. And real quick, just a quick view of the garden at Great Escape Farms, and then I will go on. I think, let's see, I want to show you some water totes and a couple other things I have going on here, so let me move on over to that stuff. Okay, I am standing in front of the first delivered 1,550 gallon water jug. I brought it out with me this week. I do have one little area here that I need to knock out that was dented in, and I also have a little hole down here on the bottom area right on the corner. So he had another hole right here that he patched up, and I'm pretty sure I'll be able to find some way to patch this up. If anybody has any suggestions, please pass it on, and I'll contact the manufacturer and do a couple other things figuring out how to patch this up. So this was the worst of the two. The other one appears to be in perfect shape. It doesn't have any dents in it to speak of, and it doesn't have any holes or anything in it. So the two of these together will be great in my system in the back here. Let's see, 15, so 3,100 gallons, plus I'll keep the 1,200, so I will end up with about 4,300 gallons of water back there, which I will have no problem filling that up in the spring, but I'm having a heck of a time this summer. So I was here 3 weeks ago and emptied the tanks. I came back, so after 3 weeks it was only 1/3 full, and I emptied that today in my food forest over here. And this is my food forest coming along, so I managed to get it about half watered today. I used some of my well and some of what's in my tank. So you can see my food forest here. It is probably about 40 foot wide in its widest point, and it's quite long. It's probably 120 feet long or so. So it doesn't have to be acres and acres. This is just the beginning for me. I will do much more later, but for right now this is all I can do with the 3-hour commute each way in between myself and the farm here. And last but not least, you'll see this big rock right here. I put that on top of a groundhog hole, so the groundhog is not messing around my deck anymore, around the house. He's now trying to get in the garden. Actually, he successfully got in, so he dug under the fence and back up on the other side. So for right now, I just added a rock. I'm sure he'll try again elsewhere, so I will have to come up with other ways of deterring him, and possibly put chicken wire all around this on the outside underneath, which is a pain, but whatever. A groundhog could decimate this garden in a period of a week or two while I'm gone, because there are times when I'm not up here for a long period of time. So this rock will hopefully slow him down a little bit. Anyhow, that's it for this episode. So please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel, and also check out our blog post at greatescapefarms.com. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope you have a wonderful week.